Thank you for joining Oaktree Business Systems 2017 Marketing Webinar. First of all, we want to say thank you to the credit unions that participated in our marketing survey. Today's topic of discussion is, what kind of marketing do credit unions need? We will be going over the survey results as well as discussing key aspects of marketing to your target audience. Please feel free to contact Oaktree Business Systems if you ever have any questions or comment about our marketing services. We are always happy to hear from you. When beginning a marketing campaign, there are a few things that must be considered, such as who is your target audience. I know ideally your audience is anyone who is eligible to join the credit union, but when thinking about creating an ad, it's important to consider that your members or potential members may be vastly interested in different things. For example, you wouldn't want to reach seniors using social media platforms or millennials by mailing them generic brochures. Breaking campaigns down to target a specific demographic is the most effective way to communicate your message to the audience that it's geared to reach. Which begs the question, what is your message? If someone who knows nothing about your credit union walked into the branch and picked up your ad, would they immediately understand what you're promoting? The best way to ensure that your message is received is to keep it short and sweet and the image is relevant. Don't forget to include a way for the person to contact you. Now, a lot of people don't consider following up on their advertisements. It sometimes takes a lot of effort just to get the ad completed, printed, and distributed. If you've already felt like enough time was put into the ad, you should still find a way to track the results of your effort. You wouldn't want to fill out a test and never get a grade, right? Following up ensures that your time and money put into the ad is being put to good use and gives you a better idea of what your audience is most receptive towards. Oaktree's marketing service campaigns always include a follow-up to encourage continued traction amongst people that were reached. Speaking of results, one of the questions asked in our marketing survey was, what is the most important for credit union growth? 70% answered new members, and the remaining 30% answered loans. There's no right or wrong answer to any of our survey questions, but it helps to know what your fellow credit unions are focusing on. Next, we asked, what marketing channels do you as a credit union need most help with? 42% said email, 42% said direct mail, and 14% said social media. If you're struggling with online and social media upkeep, you're not alone. Credit Union Times has several articles posted where big names in marketing research were asked questions about social media and marketing potential. There are pros and cons to keeping an online presence, which is discussed in detail. The first quote reads, "By employing digital technology, you can track and measure in real time which marketing strategies are producing the results you want and where you need to make adjustments." She goes on to elaborate on the time and effort that needs to be spent on every ad that's publicly posted. The great thing about marketing online is the direct access to the effect your campaign is having, but this doesn't mean you'll always be successful. If an ad flops, it is up to you to figure out why and make the necessary changes needed to continue reaching your target audience. Keeping an online presence is not as passive as many like to believe it is, but there is good news. Unlike relying on mailers or in-branch advertising, social media allows you to directly see how many members are liking what you do. It's a way of having an indirect criticism of your marketing efforts and is overall helpful in developing your marketing strategies going forward. The second quote is more directly related to the digital hurdles that marketing specialists are running into more and more. Marketing and IT have to become very good partners. An investment in IT is an investment in marketing because the digital demand that the consumer has today. Marketing is no longer about just finding people who print and design ads. With all the growth that we have seen in technology in the past 10 years, having a background in information technologies is quickly becoming a must for any marketer. This includes learning to design and build websites, creating standard templates that's your credit union's theme, and ensuring that your data is easy to access and edit when needed. Advertising relies on being in touch with the latest and greatest marketing strategies, and being tech-savvy is very in right now. So moving back to the survey, where is your current marketing budget being allocated? 42% answered strategic partnerships and/or sponsoring, 28% said social media and web, and 14% said in-branch sales, and another 14% said events. The most frequent response to where the marketing budget is least allocated was social media and email marketing. There is a misconception that social media and email marketing doesn't require much financial input because the platforms themselves are free. However, the research, time, and effort involved in making eye-catching posts and relevant topics to discuss calls for a larger piece of the pie. If you are having trouble getting started, Oaktree's marketing team would be happy to speak with you and answer any questions related to social media or e-marketing. We update our platforms daily, and we can suggest proven effective strategies on reaching out to new and current members. When we look at where credit unions are getting their marketing ideas from, nearly half answered ad agency while the other half answered internal team members. The best way to determine if an ad campaign will be effective is by putting yourself in your members' shoes. If you looked at your promotion, would you be inspired? If the answer is no, then it may be time to investigate other options. Speaking of marketing inspiration, have you considered what draws a member to your credit union? Maybe you have the best interest rates in the area, or you offer really great services, but there's more to a big financial decision than just products and services. Your credit union has to stand out from the rest and carry the values of your community. When coming up with an ad campaign, ask yourself what the core of your credit union is. Maybe you have a foundation geared towards funding a cause that you believe in, or maybe you host amazing community events and you know all of your members by name. That is what people care about. So rather than approaching membership recruitment as get your business loans approved fast when you sign up as a business member, try approaching it as though you are recommending your services to a neighbor or friend. Start with why you have an awesome credit union, how your business structure works, and ease into what you are promoting, such as our credit union cares. We've funded hundreds of local businesses because we believe in the success of our community. We work with you to get the best rates on your loans and are available to answer your questions whenever you need. Get your loans approved quickly when you work with our dedicated team. That sounds much more personable, right? Connections with your customers is one of the best free tools that you can utilize in marketing. We asked about using mailback-style credit applications or other branded print applications, and most credit unions answered that they are currently not using any mailbacks. A few credit unions said that they were using non-mailback options. You may want to consider taking another look at the prospect of mailbacks. Maybe you have members that have to make a long trip to reach your credit union's branches, or maybe you have elderly or disabled members that are unable to drive. Take a look at your member demographic and assess if this would be a good marketing option. Last but not least, we asked what kind of marketing you had the most success with. 42% answered sponsoring or strategic marketing partners, 30% answered in-branch sales and event marketing, and 28% said social media or web marketing. This shouldn't come as a surprise, but it turns out that marketing mediums that allow credit unions to directly connect with their members yield better financial results. Credit unions are member-owned, so making a good impression on your best assets should always be your number one priority. We want to sincerely thank credit unions that participated in our marketing survey. Oaktree Business Systems works with credit unions all over the United States, and we would be happy to speak with you by phone, email, or chat with you at www.oaktreebiz.com. Please feel free to comment or share this webinar on any social media and tag us so that we can thank you for doing so.